This is a smart car, and I am going to push it to its absolute limit, starting from this all the way to a full tank model. So, we are going to assemble it with n number of parts into this single piece, so let's get started. Here it is, the ACEBOTT Smart Car. What I have here is the QD001 Explorer series. They have different kits available on the ACEBOTT website with so many goodies. To think inside the box, we have way too many parts to assemble. But what is really interesting is how neatly each part is packaged individually. And considering the overall build quality of every single component in here, it is genuinely impressive for a kit at this level. Now let me sort everything out. Chassis part, electronics, hardware, so we know exactly what we're working with before we start building. First, we have the ESP32 Max V1 controller board. This is basically the brain of the robot with built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Next, we have the ESP32 Car Shield V2. This sits on top of the controller board and adds motor driver capability, sensor ports, and simplify all the wiring with no messy connections. Here we have the blue LED modules. This is used as the headlights of the car, and you can program it to turn on, blink, or adjust brightness however you want. This is a buzzer module. It can beep, play tone, or act as an alert system. Basically gives the robot a voice. Coming next is the IR receiver module paired with the IR remote control. Point the remote at the receiver, and you can control the robot without any Bluetooth or Wi-Fi needed. Paired with that is the ultrasonic sensor. This is how the robot detects obstacles in front of it and avoids automatically. Rounding out the sensors, we have the trace sensor. This is what allows the robot to follow the line on the ground automatically. Now these are the mechanism wheels. What makes these special is they allow the robot to move in any direction. Forward, backward, sideways, or even diagonally. And this here is the coupler which goes inside the wheel and directly connects to the motor shaft, locking everything together. Also included is the servo motor, used for adding movement, like rotating this sensor with this thing attached on top. Powering the whole thing is this battery holder, which takes 2 cells. Here's the acrylic chassis. This is where all the components mount onto, and what holds the entire robot together. And finally, all the accessories, screws, screwdriver, cross wrench, and all the mounting hardware you need. Everything required to put together is right here in the box. Now, let's start assembling as per the manual, and remember, safety first. Before we start, one thing. Inside the box, you also get this manual. But if you want more detailed tutorials, scan the QR code below. It will directly take you to the ACEBOTT website. Scroll down, select tutorials, and here you get all the tutorials for the different kits. Since I have the QD001, hit download tutorial, and click on open it in the browser. If you are comfortable with English, this is all you need. Now let's move on to the assembly part. Now, as per the manual, we have to attach the ultrasonic sensor, but before that, calibrate the servo rotated to 90 degrees. this, we have completed all the attachment parts. Now, let's move on to the wiring connections. To upload the code, we need a laptop. Hook up the USB and connect the Type-C to ESP32. Type ACE code on the search bar, and click on the first page, which takes you with this interface. And click Online Coding. With this, you can upload your code without downloading the software. Here's Set to Upload mode. Here, you connect the ESP32 by selecting the COM port. And it should show connected like this. At the top, you can choose whether you're creating a project for a PC or for the mobile app. Here you get all programs, including the app control. Click on Sample Program and select your kit. Scroll down here, you get all the codes and select the app control. First upload the firmware and then upload the program. With this, we have an app-controlled robot, which can be controlled through Wi-Fi. Download the ACEBOTT app from Play Store and then open it. Here, skip all of these and select your kit and click on Control. With this, you can connect your car through Wi-Fi. First, basic manual control. I can drive it from the app with a joystick, full analog, any direction, any speed, and it's not just the app. The IR remote does the exact same thing. Forward, backward, left and right. On the remote, if I tap left or right once, it strafes sideways like normal. But if I double tap it, it rotates in place instead. Same button, two different moves. If I double tap and hold the forward button, instead of driving, it actually ramps the speed up in real time. Same thing on the back button to bring the speed back down. So I can tune how fast it drives without even opening the app. Then there's obstacle avoidance. When there's something in its path, it stops. Scans left and right with the sensor, picks whichever side is more open, and reroutes itself automatically. There's also follow mode, so if I put my hand in front of it, it follows me and keeps its distance, and if I get too close, it backs off on its own. So now it's time to upgrade it with this tank model. This is a tank expansion pack. First up, the tracks themselves. Basically the chain links that wrap all the way around and give it that tank movement instead of regular wheels. These are the idler wheels. They basically just hold the shape of the track and roll freely. These are the drive sprockets, which actually grab onto the track links and pull them around. These are the shaft couplers. They connect onto the motor shaft and give the sprocket wheel something to lock onto. This is the fastener pack screws and hardware. Alright, let's start the conversion process. First thing, remove all four wheels off the chassis. Once those are off, go to the back and remove the two motors as well, and make sure you take the brackets off with them too. Take that little coupler bracket and slide it onto the motor shaft first, then just tighten it up with the screw. Take the long Allen screw and insert it through the idler wheel, then add a single nut onto it. Don't tighten this all the way, just thread it on until the idler wheel spins freely. Add a second nut right behind the first one and tighten it by holding the first nut still and twisting the second one. Now grab the L-shaped brackets, insert the screw through the secondary hole on the bracket and tighten it down with a single nut. Go ahead and repeat the exact same process on the other bracket. Now connect these two wheels to this section, but for now, just add a single screw and leave it loose. Next, put the track chain on and make sure the holes line up so they sit on the inside section. Then, go ahead and adjust it until it fits properly around both wheels. That's the whole process for putting on this expansion pack. It's moving smooth across the floor and it can do a full 360 rotation with zero interference from the tracks. It's pulling through the stuff as the regular wheels just couldn't handle before. So yeah, this is basically the magic of these ACEBOTT kit. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching all the way through.